What is up, everybody? We're back here for the King Film Sports NFL Week 12 picks and predictions here. And first, we need to recap the Week 11 that went 9-5 on the game picks. As you see, lost on the Bengals, Ravens, Chargers, Packers, Cardinals, Texans, Commanders, Giants, huge upset there, and then the Eagles, Chiefs, primetime Monday night Super Bowl rematch there. So let's get into the betting locks recap here. Reminder that you can join our Discord, Betting Picks Discord, link in the description there. You do not want to miss out, as we've had winning betting picks in NFL, college football, MLB season just wrapped up, college basketball coming up here. We're heating up in that, so you do not want to miss out. Once again, link in the description there. So the Thursday night football recap here had the Bengals Ravens over 43.5, and that one hit pretty easily there. But obviously Joe Burrow injured in this game, and I had the Bengals a half unit on the spread plus 4.5 unit on the money line. I still think they would have won that game. The Ravens obviously had to deal with injuries in their own right. If Joe Burrow stays healthy there, I think since he has a great chance even on the road in that one, the game was very close, but then the Ravens pulled away at the end. So that was just kind of unfortunate there, but at least the over hit, so we in essence broke even there. Then we get to the November 19th Sunday picks, and we had the Commanders minus 9.5 at home against the Giants. This one was disastrous. I think they had 5 to 6 turnovers in this one, and it wasn't all on Sam Howell. He was getting harassed in the backfield, and then positions players were just fumbling left and right. I think they fumbled a punt return and the like, so that was just a horrible game there. Commanders don't even come close to covering the 10 points there as they lose outright by 12 to DeVito and the Giants at home. Then we had the Cardinals plus 4.5. This one was gut-wrenching. Not only because Stroud didn't play that great, he had 3 picks in this game, but also the Cardinals later on in the week were plus 5.5, plus 6, so they would have covered if I just got them at a better number there. But still, Kyler in this Cardinals offense had so many chances. I think they had the ball in Texans territory 3 times in that second half and just did not score any points there, so that one was terrible. Cardinals lose by 5 there. Then we had the Steelers plus 4 against the Browns. That was before Deshaun Watson was ruled out, and the Steelers obviously lose by 3, so we did end up getting pretty lucky in that one. That's just a classic AFC North spot. Got to be taking the underdog there just because it's going to be so low scoring. And then on that point, Steelers-Browns under 38.5 hit so easily there as only 23 points were scored between Kenny Pickett and Dorian Thompson-Robinson there. Just 2 atrocious quarterbacks in that one and great defenses. Then we had the Bears-Lions over 45.5. Did not look like this one was going to be hitting. That late Lions resurgence there for the comeback. They were down by, I think, 12 with 5 minutes left and end up winning outright there. Bears plus 8. This one looked like a huge lock. As I mentioned, up by 12 with a few minutes left, but then they're down by 3 with 30 seconds left, and Aiden Hutchinson strips Justin Fields, and an offensive lineman inadvertently kicks the ball out of the end zone to prevent the Lions from scoring a touchdown. That was great, as the Bears barely hold on there to lose by 5 and cover that spread for us there. Then we had the Cowboys-Panthers over 41.5. Looked like this one would hit easily there, but the Panthers just did not pull their weight in this one, only scored 10 points. The Cowboys had 33. Deron Bland, his 4th pick 6 of the year. Cowboys offense looked decent. Not as great as they have in the past, but good enough to get the job done. An easy blowout win there, 33-10. Then Raiders-Dolphins over 44. This one should have hit, but it didn't even get close. I think this final score was 20-13. I'm not even sure if the Dolphins punted this entire game and only scored 20 points. I mean, that is just bad. Tua, some ill-advised interceptions, just some turnovers here for Miami, turnovers on downs, and the Raiders offense with Aiden O'Connell was not doing great either. Some mistakes there for them, only had 13 points, so that one was just unfortunate. I think the over hits there more times than not. Then Niners minus 7.5. This one held on by a thread against the Bucs. Really just thought that the Niners were the much better team here. Brock Purdy, obviously perfect passer rating, but the Niners barely got it done at the end. Bucs nearly backdoored it, but Niners defense held on strong. Then 2 tormenting losses to end out Sunday. Rams minus 1.5. And to be honest, it didn't feel like they deserved to win this game. They were losing the whole time. They were down 16-7 in the 4th quarter and then staged a late comeback to win by 1. This one was very frustrating because the Rams were underdogs for most of the week there, so we should have won with them winning outright, but just got the worst of the number there. It was a late pick, so Rams minus 1.5 does not hit. And then the Broncos once again on Sunday Night Football. This one we did get the best of the number with minus 2. They just only won by 1 there, so just pretty annoying that happened twice to us with the team winning outright, but only winning by 1, so we don't cover the spread there. So that was tough. And then the Chiefs minus 2.5. They should have easily won against this Eagles team. These receivers are so bad for them. Keep dropping these passes. Mahomes didn't play great either. This Chiefs defense, though, held down the Eagles for most of the game. They did get loose in the 4th quarter there, just unfortunate. And the over 45.5 did not hit. Only 38 total points scored as it was raining. Bit sloppy, just some turnovers that shouldn't have happened there. Some drops, as I mentioned. So that was a tough beat on Monday night. And that puts us to negative on the week, minus 1.8. Very disappointing for us there, as I thought we had some tough beats. And that one still up 10.6 units on the year, but we've got to be much better. And I think that we will get back to our winning ways this week. Game picks still at a strong 111 and 53 there, 68%. So without further ado, let's get into the week 12 picks. And as is customary here, Thanksgiving, we've got 3 games coming up here, and they're all divisional NFC games. So these ones should be great. Very entertaining. Started out with the Packers at the Lions. Think this one will actually be very close here. Some people may think that the Lions will just blow them out. bounce back after that Chicago game? I don't think so. I think that the Lions, yes, riding high at 8-2. I do not think that they are as good as their record would indicate there. Remember, Detroit already beat Green Bay on the road on Thursday Night Football. This is really an elimination game for the Packers. They really need to win this one on the road. On a short week here, I think they keep it very close in Detroit, but I like Jared Goff and the offense to get it done there in a shootout. Then we get to the Commanders at the Cowboys, and this one is a bit of a typo. Yes, I do think that the Commanders will keep this game very close in Dallas. I still do think that the Cowboys will win this one here. So I think that this one will be very close. Give me the Cowboys to win outright, though you're seeing the Commanders on your screen. I just think that Dallas has the more weapons there, and I think they will be able to harass Sam Howell. But this Commanders team has been very frisky. Expect a shootout there, and that one will be a very entertaining game. Just think that Dallas wins outright at home there. Then Niners at Seahawks. Give me the Niners to win this one. This is a classic spot here for Seattle to get the upset. Very good environment for them at home to come out flying for the bounce back here after that tough game in LA. But I just think that the Niners are the much better team here. Brock Purdy playing much better than Geno Smith, and the Seahawks offensive line not playing great, and their defense kind of folded there in the fourth quarter. So I think that the Niners should be able to dominate this game, but Seahawks may keep it close there, closer than you expect, but still San Francisco wins on the road. Then we get to the first ever Black Friday game. Dolphins at the Jets looked way more appealing before the season actually started. But in this one, give me the Dolphins to win. I do not know how the Jets will respond to Tim Boyle. I think that could be good stimulus for this team, as the team just didn't have the juice under Zach Wilson these past few weeks, just not being able to move the ball or score at all. So I think that will be a boost for them energy-wise, but still this Dolphins team is a lot better. Look out, it could be raining here, and I do not think that Tua is the best quarterback built for these type of elements that you'll see in this game. Jets defense is very stout, as we all know there, so I think that they do keep it close, but give me the Dolphins to win in that one on the road. Then another divisional game, Saints at the Falcons here. Give me the Falcons to win narrowly. I think that this one will just be a low-scoring dogfight in Atlanta here. Falcons going back to Desmond Ridder for this game, and the Saints not looking good in their own right, although they are 5-5. Massive game for playoff and division purposes. Will not be very entertaining. Give me the Falcons, though, to win on a last-second field goal there at home. Then yet another divisional game, Steelers at the Bengals. And one thing you can pencil in here is a very low-scoring game once again between these two teams, Kenny Pickett and Jake Browning. And I'm not totally sure about who's the better quarterback in this one. Pickett has been an abject disaster for the Steelers, other than a few fourth quarters this season. Jalen Warren was getting it done on the ground there, but they had nothing else. Both of these defenses will be pretty good in this game. Give me the Bengals to win, actually, at home here. Might be an upset to some, but point spread is only one in this game. So give me Jake Browning and the Bengals to get it done there. Coming off of a long week, will be energized as they just lost Joe Burrow. Desperation spot, and I think they win it there in the division. Next, we get to the Jags at the Texans. Massive one in the AFC South here, as the Texans won this game earlier in the season in Jacksonville. In this one, I like the Jags to get right here, win this game on the road in Houston. Just think that they're the more complete team as opposed to the Texans there. I think that there's some holes in that Texans defense and offensive line. Just think that the Jags are more talented in that one, and I think Lawrence asserts his dominance over the AFC South in this one and outplays Stroud there. Next, we get to the Bucks at the Colts, and do not know what to make of this game either. Very tight point spread here. Give me the Colts to win at home here. Just like the fact that they're off the bye, and the Bucks have just been very frustrating throughout the season. Do not think that Indianapolis has a major edge in this one over Tampa Bay, but I just like that they're at home. I think Gardner Minshew is playing good football here, and I think that he will be able to slightly outplay Baker Mayfield in that one. Then next we get to the Tank Bowl between the Patriots and the Giants here. 2-8 versus 3-8 in this one. And I'm actually going to take a slight upset in this one. Give me the Giants to win with Tommy DeVito. They showed me a few things last week. Although he was getting sacked all day, they were able to move the ball better than they were prior in the season. And the Patriots are coming off of the bye, but Mac Jones has been in shambles all season. Bailey Zappi not particularly better anyway. So I just like the Giants here at home in a very ugly game there. Then similarly, we get to the Panthers at 1-9 versus the Titans at 3-7. This one will not be a great game to watch here. Give me the Titans here close. I just think that Will Levis has been better than Bryce Young thus far, and I just think that the Titans defense is much better than the Panthers here. Mike Vrabel at home, I just think he'll be able to outcoach Frank Reich in that one, so give me Tennessee there at home. Then next we get to the afternoon slate of games here where we have the Rams at the Cardinals. In this one, I like Arizona to win at home here. I like what they've shown under Kyler Murray the past few weeks. I think they've been playing with some new energy. The Rams, yes, they did beat Seattle last week, but I think that was more to do with Seattle crumbling down the stretch there. The Rams just aren't a very talented team at this point, and I think that Kyler Murray is actually playing much better than Matthew Stafford right now. So I like Arizona to win that one, especially when you consider that the Rams won this game earlier in the season. The Cardinals will want some revenge there, so I like Arizona to win at home. Then we've got the Browns at the Broncos here. Big one in terms of AFC wildcard implications. I'm going to take the Broncos to win here. It's going to be very close. I just think that they have the quarterback edge, Russell Wilson over Dorian Thompson-Robinson. The Browns definitely have the better defense in this one, but Mile High atmosphere will be great. Broncos, I think, have won 4 straight games, so they're riding high here, and I just think that they'll be able to beat the Browns in a close one there as they have all the momentum in that one. Then we get to a division game, AFC West, Chiefs at the Raiders. Raiders have not fared well historically in this matchup. I think against Mahomes, they've only won one time, and that was in 2020 in Kansas City here. I think that they will be able to keep it close here against a Kansas City team who has really not been able to pull away from many teams this year. But still, I think that the Chiefs get it done here on the bounce back. Mahomes and the Chiefs are one of the best teams bouncing back off of a loss here. So I think that they definitely get that one done there in Las Vegas against an inferior Las Vegas team there. And next, that brings us to the Bills at the Eagles here. Lock of the week. Reminder that we are 8-3 on the lock of the week, so you've got to tail us here. In this one, I'm taking the Bills plus 3.5 in Philadelphia here. I like the value that I'm getting with this one. I actually think that the Bills went outright here at 6-5, desperate in this spot, and I think they get it done against an Eagles team who've really been fraudulent so far despite this record. They've really been skating by in these games. Jalen Hurts seems to be injured. This offense just doesn't look as potent as it did last year, and the defense, although the pass rush is still very good there, the secondary can get torched. The Chiefs just weren't able to take advantage because of the horrible wide receiver play. Expect the Bills to do so with Josh Allen here. I think this is a great Josh Allen game here in this afternoon window against an Eagles team that won all of these close games. I think we see some regression to the mean here, so give me the Bills to win outright there, and I'll take the 3.5 points as well. Then we get to the Sunday night matchup between the 8-3 Ravens and the Chargers at 4-6 who need this win. Give me the Chargers to get the upset here at home. I just think this is a classic Chargers spot where everyone's giving up on them, and they finally show us all of that talent, which just makes it so disappointing that they are this bad at this point in the season. The Ravens are on a long week here, but traveling across the country without Mark Andrews in this one, dealing with some other injuries as well. I just think that this is a vulnerable spot for them. Lamar Jackson has been playing very well, and this LA Chargers defense has not been great, but I just think that Herbert and the Chargers will be able to win in a shootout in that one. Very close game either way there. And then we get to the Bears and the Vikings here on Monday Night Football. And if this one's in Chicago, I definitely have the Bears winning. In Minnesota, I'm going to give it to the Vikings here. Josh Dobbs has been playing very well, and I think that he will regress here. This Bears defense isn't great, as we saw last week. They had every chance in the world to win that game in Detroit, but just gave it up there. So just cannot pick the Bears to win this one, although I do not think highly of the Vikings in the long term there. But I just think that the Vikings are overall the more talented team in that one, so I think they get it done on Monday night there. So with that being said, let me know what you guys think of all of my predictions. What do you think of the lock of the week? Bills plus 3.5. What do you think of the Thanksgiving plays? And some of the other picks here, let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to join the Betting Picks Discord, link in the description there as well. And with that, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.